Happy morning, dear friends. Here's yours, Dr. Ajanta. Welcome to Demystify with Ajay. Dear friends, today we are going to discuss about Pandas. Actually, Pandas is a fast, powerful, flexible and easy to use open source data analysis and manipulation tool built on top of the Python programming language. Dear friends, actually it is also one of the most popular library used by data experts from all around the world. Okay, and yeah, dear friends, actually for what it is used, if it is since it is actually this Pandas is used for data wrangling, data analysis and data visualization. Some examples includes creating and merging data frames, or dropping unwanted columns and rows or thing, or locating and filling null values, or grouping data by categories, creating basic plots like bar plot or scatter plot or histogram. So many things are there, dear friends. And if you just ask why we have to know it, or why we have to learn it, yeah, dear friends, actually by learning Pandas, you learn the fundamental ideas behind working with the data, as well as some skills and knowledge to code in Python. It is straightforward to learn and you can immediately apply it to any data set you want. It is commonly used in the data science and machine learning community. Yeah, let me just start it with the first main data type, which it is a series. Dear friend, actually after this series we are just going to make a data frames also. Okay, so one by one let me just see here. So no further delay, so let me just start it. So dear friends, actually yeah, we are going to start with a series. Okay, here it is the series. So the first main data type, as I have already specified, we are in the Pandas, the series is the main data types, and first let import the Pandas. And here also I'm just going to give a small alias name as PD. And see, actually dear friends, a series is very similar to a NumPy arrays, which we have already discussed. What differentiate the NumPy array from a series is that a series can have access labels, meaning it can be indexed by a label or instead of just a number location. So it also does not need to hold numerical data. It can hold any arbitrary Python object also. And yeah, let me just create the series one by one. How we are just going to convert or create a series. Yeah, you can just create a series by labels. So let I just give something as like label. So see here, let me just give A, comma B, comma C. Okay. So from this you can just create the series. So see here, for series I have to call this Pandas, and here the first main attribute, it is all about the data. And here if I just provide this label as my list, as my data. So see here, A, B, C is the exact data, and here 0, 1, 2 is the index of this label. You can also create anything from the list also. From list you can also convert any thing like this. And yeah, instead of here towards the series, for the data, yeah, you can just provide the list, and here it is the list. So from list you can just create an series. And yeah, surprisingly I just going to add one more thing. So if you are going to create a series from a dictionary, of course, so kindly just observe here, I'm just going to give the key, and here it is the key, and let I just give the value, and the next key, and next value. Let I just go for the third key and its value. Okay, so inside, so let we have the series, and with that let be the data. Here it is my dictionary, and see here And yeah, of course, dear friends, when you just create a series from a dictionary, obviously the exact key would act as like the index. So that is the main thing. And of course, you can also create, so see here we have the labels, here we have the list. Yeah, I just can give my optional functionality as like, so observe one thing. So pd.series, here for the data, I can just provide the list. And for the second parameter index, I can just provide the label, and kindly just have a note of it. What is that in the label? Yeah, it is labels. Okay, so now kindly just observe. So this label acts as the index, and here we have the data from the list one, and here this is the exact series. And dear friend, you can also hold a variety of objects. A series can hold a variety of objects, variety of functionalities. And yeah, let me just have something related with a series mainly on indexing. See, actually, the key to using a series is understanding its index. Pandas makes use of these index names or numbers by allowing for fast lookups of information. Okay, so let's see some example here. So in such a case of index, so I just going to provide here. Let I create a series, and here it is the series. And kindly just observe for the data. I'm just going to give data like this. Okay, this is the data, and for index, let I just provide something interesting. So USA, UAE, India. Let me just have Japan. Okay, so here we have 4 values. So let kindly just be conscious. What is the number of elements in the data you are providing? The same number of elements to be there in the index. That is very main particular. So here let I just execute it, and kindly just observe. So USA is 1, UAE 2, India 3, and Japan is 4. And yeah, wherever you just observe the exact data type, of course it is int 64. Kindly just observe one and only thing. When we just created the labels, yeah, we have our data in an alpha, which it just resulted with the object. Other than that, of course, everything are here in the integer 64 only. And yeah, so let I just create one more series with just a copy of this, but a small changes I'm just going to do here. Just observe. Okay, instead of this 5, I just give 3, I just give 5, and here italic. Okay, now let I just have the series 2 to be executed, and observe here. Okay, so here we have 2 different series, series 1 and series 2. And if you want to have an access, yeah, of course, as like indexing functionalities, which we have seen previously, yeah, you can provide the key so that, yeah, you can execute it by like this. So providing the key, you just get the value. Obviously, okay, so this is very easy. But here, what is the operations just done based off the index here? Kindly just observe. I'm just going to add up the series 1 and series 2. And surprisingly, kindly just observe one thing. Of course, here I just scroll up a little bit below. So see here, USA is 1, and of course we have USA same thing 1 in the series 2. So when we just add both the elements, so we just get 2. But when we just add upon the value which is not there in the another series, of course we just get an NaN. So this is how when on adding one series with another series, yeah, one series contains some values would be there. When on just merging with another or concatenating with another series, yeah, how far the exact value would be merging. Yeah, that is very much important. And of course, if you don't have any missing value, yeah, you are not going to get this float. If any one thing it as like an NaN, of course, here we just get the float 64. Okay, next, yeah, let me just going towards the next topic. It is all about data frames. Okay, and here I just want to add up one thing, dear friends. Kindly just observe. So how this series, so if in the sense if we are having a series 1 here and of course series 2, if we just add up towards so many series, yeah, what we just get it as like a tabular manner, which we just specify technically as like data frames. So that is the data frames we are just going to see here. So data frames are the workhorse of Pandas and are directly inspired by the exact programming language RR Studio. We can think of data frames as a bunch of series objects put together to share the same index. Okay, so let me just see something as like data, and here to be added. And yeah, see here, dear friends, previously we have just have only few series like this 1 2 3 4 like this, and here 1 2 3 4 we just had it and we executed and we seen as like what are all the data it has and its corresponding index. But here we need something randomly, we want to give data for whole of this data. If in such case 5 into 4 or 6 into 4, of course we have to give 20 to 24 data. So let me just make use of this random function and then we allot the data here. Okay, so that would be very easy for us to create a data frame. Okay, so for that I just make use of this NumPy. Of course, I didn't use NumPy here till now. I think so. Yeah, let I just import NumPy. Okay, and yeah, of course, from NumPy, let me just make use of random. So I just want to make something randomly. Okay, so here, yeah, random normal, let me just use it. And here I am just going to make use one particular thing, that is seed. So in such a case, if I just use any number as like seed here, yeah, kindly just make use of the same seed in your system also. Yeah, what is the random number it generated in my system would be the same as like yours in your system also. So randomly, if we just execute something, yeah, it is going to be as a random normal or random integer like that. So if I just specify the seed here, yeah, the same seed if you just specify, yeah, it is going to be the same values. Okay, now let me just create a data frame here. So I just go with the data frame 1. So data frame, and here, of course, as I have already specified, for the first parameter, it is all about the data. So here I'm just going to give a random normal, and that 5 into 4. So 5 into 4, it is in the sense 5 rows and 4 columns. Okay, to the same, I have to provide the second attribute index. So let I just give something as like interestingly. So A, B, C, D, and of course, kindly just observe here I have 5 rows. So for that I'm just providing 5 index. Okay, and yeah, obviously the third attribute, as we are here in data frame, so I am just going to give you the columns also. So here, of course, we have 4 columns. Okay, so let I just give the 4 columns here. So I just name it W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, so let me just kindly view the data frame, how it does work. So this is what our data frame. Okay, so now let me just do some manipulations with this data frame. So let me just apply some various methods. So first of all, if I just want to access, yeah, of course we are here in our data frame df, and if I just want to have any particular column, yeah, I can just directly provide this. So what we just get, of course, here it is all about the series. Yeah, of course. So as here we just get this one, kindly just observe it is everything as like float. So we just get the data type as float. And even you can just specify what is the type of this. So type of this one, yeah, it is the series. So each and every combined series, yeah, that is what we just got it as like a data frame, dear friends. Okay, now, of course, we just got one particular column, we executed it and we seen this. But whether is it possible to give any more than one? Of course, it is possible. So how we are just going to see is, kindly just observe the data frame. And inside the data frame, if I just want to go for more than one column, of course, I have to pass it with a list. So kindly just observe here, not only in the sequence, you can just give anything, W here or X, W and X or WY or WZ, anything. So let us just give the first and last column. So W and Z. So obviously, kindly just see here. So I just scroll above. So this exact ABCD of W column and the Z column has been viewed here. Okay, so here of course we have 4 columns. Do you want to create one more or do you want to add up? Of course it is very much easy as like dictionary only. So I'm just going to give the data frame and the name of the column. So let I just name it as like new. And observe, dear friends, you can just provide the data here in such a case as like what you just provided in the dictionary. Yeah, even you can just provide it as like 1, 2, 3, and obviously we have 5 rows. So in such a case, if we just provide, yeah, a new column would be added up towards the last, and kindly just observe it would be added up in the last only. And in such a case, it would be as like an order. So let I just have the use of this already existing data. So I just add up some two columns and make it resultant with the new. Any 2 columns. Okay, I just add up with X and Y. Okay, so here I just provide X and data frame of Y. So what would be our new? So the new column which is added up, and kindly just see a new column. Actually, it is the summation of X and Y. So that is what the resultant here. Okay, so yeah, we have added the new column. So added new column, and let me just drop one column. Okay, so here we are just going to drop a column. How to drop a column? Just very easy. From the data frame, kindly just provide drop. And the column which do you want to drop, yeah, here you have to specify. Okay, obviously I just go with the new which we have added up. And of course, kindly you have also has to provide one more attribute, that is axis, to which corresponding, whether it is a row or a column, of course you have to specify. So obviously as it is a column, you have to specify 1. And kindly just observe, dear friends, here when on executing this, yeah, the exact row, the column has been removed, but whether it is removed from the original data frame? No, it is not. To remove it from the original data frame, that is main data frame permanently, of course you have to give one more attribute. What it is? Yeah, I just let you know, it is all about in place is equal to true. So in such a case, yeah, kindly just see, even if you are just making, yeah, the exact data has been deleted, that is dropped. Okay, in the same way, can we just drop the row? Yeah, obviously it is also possible. So let me just drop any one row. Okay, so here I just go with drop one row. Okay, how we are just going to drop one row. So the same thing, data frame, and towards the command drop. And what is the row do you want to delete? Anything? Okay, E. Yeah. So let me just drop it. Obviously here I have to provide axis is equal to 0. Obviously, so date axis is equal to 1 when I just provide it is the column wise, and when I just provide axis is equal to 0, obviously it is row wise. And to be added, if I just provide in place is equal to true, yeah, it would be deleted permanently. Done. So kindly just observe what is the number of the rows we have now. A, B, C, D alone we have. Okay. Now selecting the rows. How to select the rows? Dear friends, here I just want to add up one thing, dear friends. Actually, when we just made towards this data frame, if I just want to make axis of a column, just directly if I specify W, yeah, we just get the exact series of the column W. But it is not possible directly towards A, because this A actually acting as like an index. So how this exact A, of course, even if it is as like a series, how this exact A can be accessed? This exact A can be accessed in two ways. That is, one is by label based and another one is index based. So for label based, of course, you have to use data frame LOC, that is label based object. We are just going to collect it. And if I just want to go for index based, of course, I have to specify indexed based location, has to be exact. Okay, so let me just use this and access the exact element. So moving on towards here. So let me just go with the label based. So first of all, label based, if I just want to access with A, kindly just observe. So here, according to this, A, W, X, Y, Z, the columns of this has been accessed. And kindly just observe, dear friends, if you want to have it by using index base. So here I'm just going to specify index base. Yeah, obviously the index starts with 0. So 0, 1 and 2. If I just specify 2, okay, it is going to access the C row, the row C. And kindly just to see here, the name C is specified and the exact data of this row C has been accessed. Towards the same, yeah, if you want to access more than one, okay, yeah, let me just observe by using data frame LOC. So let I just go with something as like, before that I just again have a view of this data frame, because okay, so here, so when on making more than one row or a column, so kindly just see here, we are just going to fetch the B and the Y column. So this exact data going to be fetched. So for that, so df LOC, so by label based, let me just provide this, and here it is, and kindly just observe, yeah, this is what the exact data. And if you want to have more than a row, more than a column, obviously we have to pass it by the list, and kindly just see here, each and every row content we have to give it as like a list content. So obviously, so see here, of course we have to provide a row comma column. So what are all the rows do you want to fetch? So that I am just going to provide it in a list manner. So what it is, so let me just have A and C column. Okay, so here A and C row, and for the column what we just get it, so here let me just have W and X. Okay, so obviously, so here W and X. So what we just get is, from the A row, we just get W and X here, and from C row, this W and X, the exact data we are just going to get. Yeah, see here. This is how you can just get. And yeah, dear friends, with the same thing, let me just make use of something, selection with condition. With some conditions. So what are all the conditions we are just going to make? So let me just again have the look of this data frame, and anything let me just apply some condition. That is, here a negative is there, negative is there. Okay, so here if I just want to have the data frame that is greater than 0, and kindly just see here, if I just provide this alone, what I just get, whether it is greater than 0 or not. So only true or false in the sense I just observe. So here what we just get is, yeah, whether it is greater than 0 or not. But I have to access only the data that is greater than 0. So in such case, from where I have to get? Of course, from the same data frame. So I have to pass it by the content as like index. So greater than 0. So now observe, whichever it is greater than 0, that alone is viewed here, rather than other the things which is negative. Kindly just observe, I am just going to have a scroll up. So this one and this data, and obviously CW and CZ and DX and DY are negative. So in such a case, we are having NaN, and of course NaN is not a number. Okay, so that one we are able to see here. You can provide any particular thing with the condition, and even though see here I have this particular condition, one thing. So with this, if I just want to drop this, it is not as like a drop. Excluding this, if I just want to make any execution. So see, W that is greater than 0 alone I need. So in such a case, data frame and data frame with W that is greater than 0. So what we just get? A, B and D alone. You can add up the condition with the columns also. I just need only the Y column, which is this condition. Yeah, you can also have the same thing. In such a case, yeah, here you have to provide that Y column alone. I need it. Oh, sorry. Here I just have to specify one thing, that Y has to come outside. Okay, so here kindly just observe. So only the Y columns alone. So what is the exact data are you liking to fetch? And even though if you want to have this Y that is more than one columns, so in such a case, how? Of course, you have to pass it through the list. So kindly see here, not only one. Of course, I just need, if I think going for more than 2. Let I just give X. Okay. So see here, Y and X with this condition, data frame that is W greater than 0, and here only extracting Y and X column alone. And dear friends, you can provide any number of conditions and any conditions also, of course, by using logic operation and or not. And yeah, you can include here by using AND operation or OR operation. Let us just give one condition with an AND operation. So see here, here we have one condition, that is data frame W that is greater than 0. Okay, so let I just have this. And with this condition, what I just going to need is, let I have one such a thing. So this is one condition. And another one condition I am just going to give. Let we make AND operation. And hope, I think so, you are all able to grasp the thing, that is, when you just have the AND operation, That is, if both the things are true, then only the resultant be true. If anything false, this one or both the things, of course we just get the false. And for OR operation, any one is true, yeah, we just get the output is true. As here it is false or true or false, or both the things are true, of course we just get the true. If both the things are false, obviously the exact resultant will be the false. So yeah, we have already had a large discussions in this previous series. Okay, anyhow, now I'm just going to apply AND operation here. Okay, and here one condition, that is greater than 0. What it is? W greater than 0. Okay, what shall we go with it? Okay, one more here. Let I just give the another condition. I just go with Y, that is also greater than 0. What happens? Yeah, and kindly just see the exact A row alone that have the thing which is greater than 0, that is W greater than 0 and Y greater than 0. So we are able to access, or we can just specify it as like an extracting the data. Okay, so kindly just observe, dear friends, whenever you are making this such of conditions in the real-time data, kindly just be very conscious which data are you going to extract. What is the main objective of the query or objective of that statement? Are you extracting? So kindly just be aware of that. And yeah, more on index also. Let I just give you one more thing, dear friends. So here, one thing I just specify, what is my DF here? So W, X, Y, Z, and here A, B, C, D. Okay, this is our main data frame. And from this data frame, previously I have just specified that this A, B, C, D is a label. Okay, this exact A, B, C, D is a label, and of course it has its own index as like 0 to 3. And if you want to show that, or if you want to separate it, or if you want to make it as some small extraction, yeah, kindly just see here, you can reset index and just execute it. And see here what happens. So this is how you have. So 0, 1, 2, 3 is the default, and you have labeled it as like A, B, C, D. And when you have done it, of course, when on creation. So when on creating the data frame, of course, just scrolling up, and here it is. So you have just done this. And obviously, dear friends, if you want to change the index, yeah, it is possible, yeah, by using a set index functionality. Let I just give you one more. So kindly just observe. Here I just give again a new, and here obviously I'm just going to give something as like AA, BB, and DD. So this is what my new. Okay, now if I just go for my data frame, so this new, if I just want to set it as like an index, yeah, it is possible. So kindly just observe, set index. Which one do you want as an index? Yeah, yes. So new, I just want it as like an index, and when I just make it, so this is how it happens. And kindly just, dear friends, it is not enough to make only this statements, because if you just call this df, obviously it just goes to back. So if you want it permanently, of course, yeah, what you think it's right, yeah, what you have to give is, and one more attribute as like in place is equal to true. So let I just give that here, and in place is equal to true. So see here. So now it is. Even if you want to reset it, of course, this would be our permanent. Now onwards, this AA, BB, CC, DD would be the exact index of this data frame. And yeah, dear friends, hope I think so we have seen the basic functionality. And again, I just make you a small summarization what we have just discussed in this session. Yeah, of course, we have just seen what is the series, and we have added up two series, series 1 and series 2. And yeah, we have created a data frame, and from the data frame we have added one column, deleted one column, and of course we have deleted one row. Okay, and we have made some important functionalities by using index. And of course, for accessing the column, we have used labels, and that exact selections with the condition we have also discussed. And with this condition, more condition by inclusion of logic operations as like and operation or operations also we have just discussed. Hope I think so this exact video would be very useful for you. Yeah, if you want to add up anything or if I just missed anything, kindly just let me know in the comment box. And yeah, I just make a separate video for the same thing. And see you in the next video, dear friends. Thank you and happy learning.